Hello and welcome back to Speedynet, which could have well have been called Speedy Fish, because so far that's pretty much all we're doing. We're fishing at sea and then we're bringing the fish to the people. But hey, we gotta start out somewhere, and if we take a look at our profits over here, you'll see that it is not, well, it's not a thing we do for nothing. Look at that. 300,000 euro bucks of profit in the year 1851. Yeah, good stuff. Now last time we built this ship, which was pretty much our last act of, well, tycooning really. And I think that this ship needs like another brother to it. But you are probably wondering, like, is this how it's gonna be? Just ships and that's it? No. Oh no, it's not. We still got, like, I don't know, 250 years to play at least. And, well, right now we're still at April 1851. So be sure and rest secure that ships are not the only thing that we'll be doing. But it is a good startup. And yeah, I hope, however, to make our first railroad tracks, hopefully this video. And if not, then we'll at least be ready to do so in the next video. Because I have been scouting already for a place where we can do so. But, well, you know, till we're ready, I'm not gonna spoil it, of course. Oh yes, evil me. Now, before we get to that though, we do need to generate a little bit more cash. So, to that end, I say let's speed things up a bit and wait for this ship to make its round. And also for us to have enough cash to get another ship on this line. Because I'm pretty damn sure that we need one. It's a big round with hyper fishing grounds. Look at that. 2 in fact. So yeah, let's speed it up. Alright, so I'm looking at our cash and we should have enough right now to build ourselves another clipper. Because, oh, I thought they were actually a little bit more expensive. But this is alright, so let's get ourselves another one. Alright, that was easy. Let's launch it and, well, we have another ship en route here. One that we will definitely need. But there is more in this whole bay than just these fishing grounds. I mean, I've been looking. Yeah, look at that. All profits waiting for us to be grabbed. And we might as well hook up quite a few of these fishing grounds here, because we will need the money if we are to build railroad tracks at any speed. So yeah, let's get some more ships running, right? Let's expand our fishing endeavors. Alright, let's see how much fish you're carrying, boat. You are completely filled up to the brim. And you? Are you filled up as well? You are also filled up. That's not good. Oh wait, how come you now... Oh wait, I was... I was reading the full capacity rather than the actual capacity. You still got quite some space left, though... Only just enough, but I think that the 2 ships on here are more or less perfect. So that's good. Good to know. Good to know that we are right on the money with our 2 boats here. And ooh, we can see as well that you made a whopping 24,000 with that load. How much fish is left here though? There is some fish left there, so yeah, we're actually not having enough capacity here. Because this one is as well hyper. But for now, because it's only this one and it's only like 20 tons of fish, I think I'll leave that there. Or perhaps we could send like a schooner, but what I want to know is how much money you'll make on your first load. Is it 24,000 as well? Would be very nice though if it was. But it could as well be more. I mean, they do go very far, so come on, show me the money. Look at that, 24,000. Now that is big money. All of a sudden, we can buy several ships. And you come empty. That's because you made your first round. Now, over here, as you can see, most of the fishing grounds are not that productive. So I think that one ship will suffice over here. So let's get some ships out here in this bay, shall we? It seems that there are quite a few profitable fishing grounds over here, but there are also quite a few fishing harbors over here. So what we want to do now is kind of see which fishing harbors are interesting to service. I mean, this one could be interesting. We could transport the food to this city and, well, I guess that could work out, but this one's also interesting. We could also transport the food to this city, and if we build the docks over here, we then have access to this cement plant as well, which is quite nice because it accepts stone. And stone is a thing that we can also dig up on sea from these dredging sites. So that's also a very interesting one. But perhaps there is another fishing harbor that might have a hotel nearby. In which case, that would also be a very interesting one. Though I must say that the latter, you know, the one close to a hotel, it is kind of lacking over here. So what we'll probably do is we will hook up these fishing grounds to this harbor, and then we'll have all of these fishing grounds go to this fishing harbor. So, ooh, 108, I saw it. Another 104. Alright, so you're a bit, alright. I think that this big one could be serviced by 2 clippers. Maybe it's actually better to have them have 2 different routes though. Have one clipper do these 4. Have another one do these 4. Ah, well, we'll see. First, we'll get those hooked up. Right, and that's the last ship, at least for now. I mean, of course, we could continue on and hunt down every fishing ground that is here in this massive world, but we're not going to. At least not for now. One thing that I would like to do though is kind of like check up on, for example, these last fishing grounds on the route. See if they got, yeah, they do have massive amounts of fish. So that means that you, the one ship, are not enough. Far from it, in fact. Think, yeah, you got a crap load waiting there as well. Look, you're already filled up. However, that's only 2 fishing grounds really that have some fish out here, and they're not even high producing. So what we're gonna be doing is we are gonna add an extra schooner to the route. Because both of them are low producing, and he just grabbed some fish from over here. So yeah, we're gonna get a schooner. We're simply gonna copy the orders like that. And oh, balls. Maybe you should go back into the yard so that I can at least refit you to the right cargo. Herpaderp, yeah. Right, so that's this fishing route sorted pretty much. Over here, how are you doing in terms of capacity? You are pretty much full right now, but you only need to go to this fishing grounds. I think that this ship actually has enough capacity, so we don't need to add any more over here. That's good. Then we do have, wow, look at that, 12 grand. We were right on time over here. However, the question is, your route is quite complex, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So basically, I want to know, there's 52, 21 tons. This seems like normal production. It only seems that this fishing ground, the last one, might not get, you know, we might not have enough capacity to also completely empty out this fishing ground. I think though that for the rest we're all covered, so I'm gonna leave that one. Then there is this route over here. How are you doing? Oh, you only got 23 tons. Yeah, I don't think I need to worry about this at all. He'll always be emptying out all the fishing grounds. You, on the other hand, though, you have got quite some, yeah, see, I figured as much. You got quite some distance to cover because of this fishing grounds. So you are only, I think you only barely have enough capacity. Because they got more time to mount up more fish. Alright, wait, what? A new hotel! Interesting. New hotel in the construction. Well, that's actually quite good, because I was just about to go and say that now that we at least know how much capacity we have, we should also do a quick check on where we could take our food. Because right now we're making a lot more. So, right, do you need? No, you don't need any extra. You are completely emptied out. You? Oh, you haven't even visited over here. Right then. Well, now that we do have all these new fishing grounds hooked up, we are making quite a lot of profit. That's good, but it can always be more, right? More! So what we will do is we will try and see if we can get that food over to another place. A town, a hotel preferably, but a town's good as well. Now, from the looks of it, seems that this fishing harbor really only has one option, and that is this town right over here. But yeah, there is a but. Oh no, look at that. It actually has pretty much a fully closed circle for the horses to turn. So we might as well get that set up then, right? Right, that's one town taken care of. You could as well see that the moment I started building through these trees here, which, well, is a thing I kind of cannot avoid really, but you saw immediately that the town ratings went down, and you can see that because the name of the town here is now in orange, and that basically means that they're mediocre here. So yeah, but I mean, I don't get that. Orange, it should be the color of goodness. I mean, it's our company's colors. Anyway, yeah, we got this set up now. This should accept food, right? It does. And the good thing about it is, I believe that if we take a look at the coverage, yeah, the grocery shop is not included. So what should happen is that the food that we deliver over here is actually brought to the town itself rather than to the grocery shop. So pretty interesting. Now we got more fishing harbors. Let's see if we can hook up more of our new fishing harbors to deliver more goods. Ooh, this is as well a nice opportunity to showcase one of the new GRFs, which has added new types of bridges. Now this is a road bridge, so it doesn't really matter what we choose, because our vehicles will never go as fast as this, I can tell you that. But yeah, you know, these weren't in the original, so I think it's quite cool. Now we are gonna go with girder steel, and look at that. One thing that is a bit notorious is that the road type doesn't really match our own. That's a minor detail really. Anyway, we'll be continuing on to build up this food delivery service. Alright, I think that we now more or less got all our fishing harbors covered. I know that there's still this one, but I have looked around and, well, I mean, transporting food to a town where the food already is, I think that's kind of pointless. But looking around, I don't really see any other viable option to transport the food to. Unless we also take it to this town, but I'm kinda hesitant on that. However, take a look at our amazing amounts of cash. We now, I think, are more than ready to make landfall on a proper industry. I mean, we are making a good amount of money, and that whilst we are only existing for, well, 2 years, more or less, not even. So yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, take a look at our... Wow, our income graph. And here I thought it was vertical at the start. Right now it's even more vertical. Yeah, we're doing amazing. However, right now we are pretty much soon to be at the end of our first 2 tax-free years. So why don't we take a look at our company value? And as you can see right now, it is above the 2 million. And I think at 2.5 million. So that means that the moment the company tax kicks in its fullest, which I think is after the 3rd year, we'll have to pay the full deal. And right now that would be 20% of what we're worth, which I think would be more or less 500,000 divided by 12. So that means like a good 60k a month, which would be just disappearing each month. And of course, as we expand, that amount goes up. That's a lot. Let me tell you, that's a lot. I mean, 60k a month or 500,000 for, well, profits only. If you take a look at our income, that means that all of a sudden we only got like 200,000 left to work with. In terms of income and all that. But these are the graphs. It's better to just have the financial results. And where is it? It doesn't really show over here. Oh, we're making 1.8 million a year. So maybe the 500,000 isn't that much, but still. Anyway, this is just to prepare you for what is to come. I think that it would be a good idea to show you where we're gonna expand, and we're gonna use the map for that. Now, what I kinda want to expand in the iron ore business, metals and all that. We did that with Rail On, turns out to be really, really lucrative, so I thought, why don't we do that again? Now, as you can see, these are the iron ore mines, and as you can see, this is more or less our base of operations, and it happens to be that there's a good group of iron ore mines close by. I mean, there's like 2 together over there, there's like 3 together over here. This is nice. I mean, 2 is on the border of not worth the investment. 3 could, if the other facilities are also close by. Now the other facilities, what are these? Well, iron ore needs to go to an iron works. So, if we enable that, we then see that we got a crap load of iron ore mines and the iron works close by. Amazing. Now, what it does really, and perhaps I should have shown you the industry chain, but I'll do that later, but I at least know the iron ore one. Basically, the iron works make metal out of the iron, which we can then take to, I think it's 2 or 3 facilities, but the ones that we are interested in is metal workshops, which are also close by, and the forge. Now the forges are usually in town, but as you can see, those are the ones that are not close by. Well, then we go to the metal workshop, I can hear you say. No. Why not? Because the smithy forge is a really, really nice industry. It creates farm supplies and engineering supplies. Those supplies are what make the, well, at least the engineering supplies are what make the iron ore mines produce more. See how we can boost our own production over here? I smell money, I smell profits. Now as you can see, there is one forge over here. So the plan is to get ourselves some transportation set up over here. That's not gonna be cheap, and the money we have is good, but I think in the end we will need more to set it up. Now this is the place that I was talking about. So since we know that our smithy where we need to take all the metal to is all the way over here, we kind of need to plan this out a little bit. This is also a good moment to lightly touch upon how we're gonna build up our network of train stuff. Because right now we do not have any speedy locomotives, so to say. I know it's in our company name, but in the year 1851 the trains weren't known for their lightning speed. So at the moment we cannot really get a good covering network, but we'll just have like loose bits and pieces over here and there till we have like really high speed locomotives and we can hook it all up. But the way I want to work is with nodes, and with that I mean like we're gonna have a station and it's gonna serve several of these, well, mines, farms, towns and all that, so that we'll have different types of cargo at one station. So at least that's the plan. Now I do know that, well, we got like a group of iron ore mines over here. So what we're gonna be doing was like this: we'll get a station over here. We'll have to get a station like over here, which will probably serve like both the sugar refinery and the textile mill as well as the iron ore mine. Then we are most likely going to use this iron ore works. So these two iron ore mines, I think we'll just have them be served by road vehicles really. And then we'll have another station over here which can also serve the town, which will bring more iron ore. And then we'll have you as well. By the way, how much are all these mines producing? 99, 72, 81, 90, 80, 90. Whoa! Oh my god! 153 and 126. There is a lot of money that we're gonna make right here. But that and more will have to wait for next time when we play more OpenTTD.